Hello, and welcome to Q&A with Pop the Bounty Collector. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday. Some of you guys got paid today, so it's probably a good day. And if you're bi-weekly, then some of us are already paid and half of our paycheck is gone to bills, right? See, we got 4 people in the chat right now. We got Daisy in the chat. Hello, how you doing? We got Padawan Pops Will. Pineapple on pizza. I will answer that. I will answer that question definitely. We got Eric in the building. What's going on, Eric? Oh, is my mic not on? Hold on. Can you guys not hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Bike weekly here. Yes, bi-weekly. Ooh, that paycheck when it comes, it always seems that immediately all the bills just come off, right? Because you got to pay your bills, and then you got the groceries, and then you got gas, and then you just left with change, man. You're just left with change. And with those change, you're trying to buy collectibles. Padawan says you're on, so thank you. That's good. I'm currently jobless, but keeping my hopes up for a job offer. Yes, positivity. I always tell even my girlfriend, people at work, just try to stay positive, man. There's so many things negative in this world. I take it day by day. I'm not a big church person, and I don't like to preach that much because everybody got their own religion or their own form of prayers. But I always say, thank you for another day to grind. Just continue to go and stay positive, Daisy. You'll get that job. So no checks for me. Laugh out. I think it's on my bend. My bend. You're good, bro. I hear you. Okay, thank you. No problem. Have my white pants on and ready. What up, George? Thank you for joining the live stream. Well, you know, obviously I've been on YouTube for about a year and let's see, 3 or 4 months. And I've done lives before. Usually my lives are Lego, but if you guys have been watching the channel, you know your boy don't got that much funds right now because Mark and Hayden in Chicago was a lot of money. I don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy. You know, I still haven't I gotta find a frame for these. I want to build like a shrine, but I'm happy. It's just that set your boy back up. So there hasn't been any Lego lives. I think I haven't been live in over 2 or 3 weeks. So I just said, you know what? Let me answer some questions. Maybe you guys have collector questions, con questions. Maybe you want to know something personally about me. You know, I said, let me just go ahead. I have free time. I'm off. It's Friday. Let's talk. See, we got some other people in the chat. Daisy says, I appreciate the positivity, much needed. Yes, definitely. Oh, Melkiff in the building. You're what up? From Alemania. Alemania is Germany in Spanish. I was literally about to say that hating drained your bank account. Yes. Yes, it did. It was worth it. Um, Shout outs to my girlfriend if she's watching this. I know she's currently on a lunch. It was a lot of money. And I know a lot of people don't have that money. And trust me, I know it's a lot. I did not want to go originally. I did not want to spend that much. But my girlfriend was right when I came back. And even though I don't, have money to spend due to going out to Chicago, she's like, you would have been kicking yourself if you didn't go. You would have been jealous seeing Tony going out there, getting the autographs, getting the experience, and you would have been kicking yourself that you didn't go. I'm not saying that there's probably not going to be another opportunity. We never know. It'll be amazing if Mark Hamill comes here to MegaCon. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do autograph and photo op with Mark Hamill if he comes to MegaCon. So I already did it, and that's a lot of money. Unless he does something different, a different photo op, maybe. But as far as autograph, I already got one. Got to meet the guy, and it was great. And Hayden, I got his autograph, and I got a photo with him. The only person that I haven't really gotten is Ewan McGregor, so that would be pretty dope to get his autograph and photo. But she was right. I would have been here kicking myself, and I had such a great time out there. It was a great experience, and then just getting to see Hayden multiple times and him just recognize me. It could have been that he recognized me from Orlando. I mean, I am a big heavy set guy, or he just remembered me from Chicago, seeing him in multiple days. But at the end of the day, Hayden recognized your boy. Not like Tony, but he recognized your boy. Let's see what we got here. Nope, I already got that. Are you located in Florida like Tony? Yes, I am located in Orlando, Florida. Me and Tony, the company that we work for, we were both managers in the same store. Uh, I don't even know, probably over 14 years ago, 14, 15 years ago. We were managers in the store. I knew him. I knew Tony for a long time, even when I was a manager in training and he was just a regular associate. And but when we were both managers at the same store, he noticed that I collect stuff and I go to cons, and he was like, "Hey, what's MegaCon about?" And I told him about MegaCon, and I told him he should go. And I said, "Hey, if you're not going with anybody, let's go. I'm going all 3 days. Just try Friday. Try Friday and see if you like it, because the cons are not for everybody. That's why I gotta tell everybody, like, it seems cool, right? Seems fun. You see the videos, but what you don't see is like the lines, um, the amount of money spent on food, because like there's only con food, the prices of stuff. So that's where it kind of started for Tony. And then from there he was like, he liked MegaCon. He's like, yo, Star Wars is doing a convention and it's called Celebration. I never heard of it before. So he's like, "Yo, we should go. Let's just try 2 days." And that was 2017, and man, do we regret doing 2 days, because we should have did all 4 days. So ever since 2017, me and Tony has been going to every Star Wars celebration together, and then we've gone to Fan Expo for the first time together, and then we've been going to MegaCon. Tony lives out, out in Tampa area, so he drives out. He before then he used to live here in Orlando, so we used to actually go toy hunting together, Funko Pop hunting. But now we're not so much into Funko. Not saying that I won't buy Funkos in the future, but yeah, Funko right now is not it. So what is your who is your favorite Star Wars YouTuber that you don't personally know? Ooh, that I personally do not know. Um, I think a lot of people would say Star Wars Theory, right? And I watched Star Wars Theory for a while. I like all his lore stuff back in the day. Like whenever I would search YouTube for, lore, Star Wars lore, he always came up. So I always would watch him. And then you have uh George, I believe is the um I can't remember the hyperdrive. I like watching him and his lives, and I like watching his unboxings, because he gets some of the best stuff out there. And his setup, his background with, you look like he's in a studio, literally inside like a ship, an Imperial ship, with all the weapons and everything. So George, so those would be kind of like my two. But I also like the people in ours. I mean, Will, I watch you, Patrick, Christopher, Andrea. Eric, Noah, obviously my boy Tony. I watch his content, even though he says I don't watch enough. But Tony drops like 5 videos a day. I cannot watch all 5 videos a day. But yeah, man, you guys staying up with you guys all the time and just looking at you giving me ideas for content. But good question. And to answer your first question, because I'll go back, let me go back to the chat. So your question in the beginning was pineapple on pizza. To me, I would say yes, pineapple on pizza. Now, I think it depends, right? So if I'm going, it depends on the company, or if I'm doing like legit New York pizza, New Jersey pizza. If I'm doing New York, New Jersey pizza, it's just a cheese slice. And it could just be because me growing up as a little kid, you would get 2 cheese slices and a can of soda and that white paper plate in the brown bag folded up. You put a little garlic powder, a little bit of oregano, and it was good to go. So for me, it depends on what type of pizza. If I'm gonna do, let's say Domino's, right, a franchise, I would do pineapple, but my pineapple is a little bit different. I don't do pineapple with tomato sauce. I do pineapple with, I think it's their garlic parmesan sauce, and I do bacon instead of ham. So my Hawaiian is a little bit different. But I think pineapple's all right. Something about that sweet and salty. But if I had to choose, I would strictly go cheese depending on what company. And a second, definitely pepperoni. But I can see why people don't like pineapple. It may not be for everybody. But I think it does belong on pizza. Just, not every day, you know. All right, let's go back down. Oh, here we go. When you coming to LA, they got cons coming up. That's a big trip. I do want to go back to LA and actually experience LA. Um, when I went to Star Wars Celebration back in 2022, it was in Anaheim. So we obviously landed in LA. We went to the Funko shop out there. We ate some Shake Shack. We didn't eat was that uh Animal Style. What is that company? I forgot what the name of the company, the burger spot out there. We didn't eat that. We ended up eating Shake Shack, and then we drove up to, I think it's up. I don't know. But we drove to Anaheim. And that was pretty much it. We chilled in Anaheim. We went from the hotel to the convention. They did have one Disney night. So we went out to do the Disney Star Wars night after the convention, and then we went back to the hotel. Like, just doing conventions tire you out, and then being the old man that I am, we're not going out drinking and clubbing after cons. It's pretty much, well, I'm hungry because I probably didn't spend money to eat at the con because the prices are so much. So give me food and then probably going back to the room. And now that I do YouTube, it's pretty much going back to the room, editing and dropping out the video so you guys can see it the next day. But definitely need to go out to LA Comic Con. I gotta experience that. I don't know about San Diego Comic Con. I know potentially they might be moving after the next year. So if they move, depending on where they go, I might go there. But yeah, as far as vacationing out in LA, I'm not sure, but definitely would have to go. I have to go. It's in the bucket list to go out there for another con besides Star Wars Celebration. So definitely. Oh, that's so Lisi. What's going on? Hello there. Did you go to Tampa Con? No, I did not. I saw that you had an amazing time out there. I love that you shared your photos and your experience. Um, the funds, the funds, and plus I worked. I'm not as fortunate as Tony to have every weekend off. But as soon as I came back from Chicago, gotta go to work. Gotta recuperate that money somehow. But yeah, no, I didn't go to TampaCon. It looked fun. I think TampaCon kind of they got the last minute like Hayden and Andy Circus. Those were like the last addition. Prior to I think maybe 2, 3, 4 months ago, TampaCon didn't really look interesting to me based on the guest that was there. I know Vincent D'Onofrio was there, and I think was it Charlie Cox from Daredevil. Those were cool, but I'm not saying that I'm not into Marvel. I just don't collect Marvel or anything like that. I'm staying focused strictly on Star Wars, so that's why it didn't really draw me. And then since I was already going to Chicago to see Hayden, I'm not rich like Tony to get Hayden twice, but it did look fun. Now it depends on next year if they get different artists, especially or actors, voice actors from Star Wars, I would definitely go. Tony is selling all his Funkos. Yes, he is. I think he's only keeping the ones from Star Wars Celebration because obviously it has more of a meaning, right? Because we either had to win the lottery or had to stand in a line. So I know currently today, later today, and a little bit of this weekend, I'm going to be going through some of my Funko collection and bringing them to the table in the living room, where I will be taking pictures and posting stuff to sell. Again, it's just for me, it's like if I, it was fun collecting Funko, and I'm not saying I would never get a Funko in the future because we don't know what Funko will come out. Like I'm still looking for that Hayden and Mustafar. It's just, back then, I wish I would have known not to collect everything. Do not be a completionist because it's expensive. So any tip that I give to collectors is you have people that collect props, helmets, lightsabers, hot toys. Just get what you like. you know just get what you like. I know it's really hard because I even fall into it sometimes. You kind of see it on your feed and you're like, oh my god, everybody's getting this. Just get what you like. I picked up some TVCs and some Black Series from Hasbro, but I'm not gonna go after every TVC, and it has to be a good price. I'm not playing regular price. So if I find something at a cheap price and I like it personally, I'll get it. If I don't barely know who the character is or I barely like the show, I wouldn't get it. Like I got no Acolyte pops. I only got one pop from the Ahsoka show, which that was Sabine from Amazon. And I think that was it. I think that was the one that I ordered. And then obviously Ezra Bridger that came special. I ordered that, but that was pretty much the last Funko that I ordered. I haven't even gone to Macari. I haven't gone to Amazon to check their deals. I'm just kind of like I gotta clean throughout my Funko collection, see what I really want, and get rid of the rest. I noticed that the N-Saber link in the description, are there sabers pretty affordable? Yes, they are pretty affordable. It just pretty much depends, right? I mean, their lightsabers are amazing. And you have like the Profi, you have the NeoPixel, and then you have the baselit. And everybody will like to have the Profi or the NeoPixel. By the end of the day, you know, it depends on what you want. Like if you want a lightsaber to actually use, like to train, to wield, to go outside, to film yourself, like people been doing like cool effects at night, recording you with the blade. They have lightsabers at $79 and $99. And obviously you use the code, save yourself 7%. I don't know where you live, but that could be taxes right there. It saves you 7% if you use Pop Saber 7. But yeah, they have in it for all age. Like I don't like personally, I don't have any lightsaber in my collection that cost over $100. I either get something at a good deal, like I got some Disney Legacy lightsabers. Shout out to my friend. That he went to a Disney pass holder event and got me a $48 lightsaber and a $68 lightsaber, just the hilt. Now, it was so funny that I had to pay more money for the blade from Disney just to, obviously have the blade with the hilt, but still, it wasn't over $100. So, but definitely go to, and I'm not just saying this because, I want to get money from Nsabers. The quality is really good, and I have it. The matter of fact, I keep on looking over here because I literally have it out. Like, I don't know how many times. This is the Mando SE. This one happens to be NeoPixel, so this one's a little bit more, but they do have a baselit one that's cheaper. But just the quality of it, and I mean, I go around the house. You could ask my girlfriend. I bother her with it. I bother, my stepson with it. The dog, Maddie. She wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So maybe I want to wake her up in the middle of the day when she's trying to sleep to see like how does it feel, Maddie? But yeah, I literally have this like right here, ready to go. You never know. You never know when it's gonna pop off. You have to be ready, right? But that's a good question. Thank you. Let's see. Where am I at? What is your Hot Toys PO list? Have you seen the new Chewbacca? The new Chewbacca is amazing. Will I get it? Probably not. Um, Hot Toys are super expensive. And right now, what I'm committed to is I think I already have 3 pre-ordered. It is the Darth Maul with his Sith speeder. It is what's his name? The Darth Vader one that they came out with, and Darth Revan. So those are the 3 that I have pre-order for next year that are coming out. And obviously you see in the background I got Mace and I got Django. That's because I'm a big episode 2 fan. So if I'm gonna get any other hot toys, it would have to be the Anakin from episode 2 and Padme from episode 2. I would love to do a nice episode 2 diorama, is that's just my favorite. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna get more Hot Toys. Hot Toys has been on another one this year. I'm telling you, they really want your boy to go broke because there's a lot of stuff that came out. But again, knowing my knowledge now and how it was with Funko, I don't want to be that person, and nothing against other people, but I don't want to be that person that bought all these Hot Toys and then now trying to resell them. If I buy a hot toy, it's staying in my collection for life. So I'm trying to learn from what I did from Funko and not go after. But that Chewbacca is really tempting because to have C3PO in the back and then you just see the hair, it's amazing. It is amazing. I like Jedi Lex podcast. She talks to other Star Wars collectors about their collectors. I got a lot of inspiration from my collection from it. Yeah, it Jedi Lex. I've been actually watching a lot of her podcasts as of recent. I've been sleeping too many, but she's like on, I don't know, podcast number 30, 30 is 30 something. But Jedi Lex is killing it right now. And it's cool to see the um the different types of things that people collect. People do what is it? I want to make sure I say it right. Is it DIY, right? Do it no DIY, do it yourself. Yeah, I said it wrong. Um and they collect that, like they do 3D printing, they paint it, they invest in time, and then they display it in the background, and it's amazing. Like I said, you have collectors that just do Funko or Hasbro or just collect helmets. The diversity in all the collectors is amazing because you're not just getting the same person in her channel. I collect Funkos. Next episode, I collect Funkos. Next episode. So Jedi Lex definitely inspiring people out there. Love her podcast. Personal question. Your nationality. Are you Puerto Rican? Just wondering, bro. So just wondering. Yeah, I'm half Puerto Rican, half Ecuadorian. So my mom is from Ecuador, and my dad was born in New York, but so he's New Yorican, but yeah, half Puerto Rican. Um, Fun fact, I mean, I count it, but I really don't count it. My first time ever going to Puerto Rico was in 2020. 2020? Yeah, 2020 on a cruise before the pandemic. So it was January. We went on a cruise in January, and it was just to San Juan, and that's it. Like we saw Old San Juan, El Toro. We were happened to be there the day of the Three Kings, so it was dope, and it was actually our actual anniversary day. But when everybody asked me, "Have I been to Puerto Rico?" I didn't count that until this year. This year, my cousin got married in Puerto Rico, so we were out there, and your boy was out in the streets. When I mean out in the streets, I mean we're not talking about tourist areas. I was out in the mountains. I went from coast to coast. The beaches in Puerto Rico are amazing. The food in Puerto Rico is amazing. And I was like, man, I'm 42 years old. Why I haven't been out here in a while? Because obviously I don't know my family in Puerto Rico. So I just learned from my mom that my family is actually from Ponce. So, and that's where we land. And we didn't land in San Juan. We landed in Ponce, in that little, I think it's called Meserita Airport. But it was fun. It was fun. I went out there with my girlfriend and my sister, and we had an amazing time. We were out there for like 5 days, and we like, yo, we got to go to Puerto Rico every year. So if you guys haven't been to Puerto Rico, just go. It's fun. Just to prepare yourself, the mosquitoes in Puerto Rico way different from here in Florida. The mosquitoes hurt. That's all I gotta say. Pineapple plus bacon. Hey, there we go. In and out. There we go. In and out. That's what it was. In and out. I didn't try in and out. Ricky, hi. What up? Andrea, the one that gave my soda away. Gotta get the taco pizza at Taco Locos Cholos in Anaheim. Whoa, oh, hold on. Is it the taco pizza the one where they actually make a pizza and then put tacos on top of it with like guac in the middle? If that's the one that I'm thinking of, wow. I seen like a video and I was like, bro, they just catering to the fat boy in me, catering the fat boy right now. Nah, I'll give you a good full LA experience. I'll show you all the dope nerd areas around here. Hell yeah, bro. When I go to LA, I'm definitely hitting you up. Matter of fact, better get that sofa bed. If you got a sofa bed, better get the sofa bed open because your boy's coming over. Crashing your podcast too. Favorite small con. Favorite small con. I don't know. I mean, so it turned into kind of like a mini con, which is cool. Um, I like PopCon here in Orlando. It's run by a gentleman by the name Johnny. Actually, me and Johnny know each other for many years of collecting Funko. We stand in the line together, but just to see the growth, it's focusing on Funko Pops, but people do have other things than Funko. It used to be um one day only sellers that sell Funko Pops, which is Saturday, and then Sunday was anything like video games, collectibles. But then it end up just, some people coming on for Saturday, some people coming for Sunday. It's just like let's just sell everything. So like it's even though it says Pop Con, a lot of people are like I don't want to go to it because it has Funko Pops. They have other things than Funko, and it's cool that he gets a lot of the voice actors out there like the voice actor of Broly from Dragon Ball, because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. He had the voice, the lady that I don't know the name off the top of my head, but she did the voice of Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. He has a lot of One Piece voice actors. So I see the growth. It was growing to just, uh like I think it was like a double tree, not double tree, some type of mini hotel that had kind of like a little room where we could do tables, and there was even tables outside and inside. to now it's like at the DoubleTree by Universal Studios. It's bigger, it's huge. So that and I wish him, the best because it continues to grow, grow, and grow. But that's the one I could think of as a small con. I haven't gone to, usually it's just like MegaCon and Star Wars Celebration. I usually try to go to at least two cons, and those happen to be like the two major ones. I do want to try others now that I have, like I said, a YouTube channel. Your boy is actually using his Pocket 3 right now for live. So I have a nice little camera to go with. So it'll be fun to show you guys the cons that we have here in Florida. Chicago looked fun. Meeting Mark. Did you cry? So I almost, I almost cried, and it was the moment. I don't even know if Tony was next to me or he wasn't paying attention, but it was the moment where we were getting close to going in, and it just like I'm like, wow, man, it's crazy. Like just to think, I don't want to even want to cry now. Just thinking about it, like you, how many times have I seen Star Wars? How many times have I talked about Star Wars? You can ask my girlfriend, I'd probably drive her crazy with Star Wars. How many times I talked to my mom about Star Wars, my kids about Star Wars? Did I ever think I was gonna meet Mark Hamill? No. Like that wasn't something like I thought I have a better chance meeting Natalie Portman than Mark Hamill. Like to me, Mark Hamill felt like I'm never gonna meet George Lucas. So just to know, like, man, even though it's like, a lot of people, the con is like, oh, you're only gonna get to see him for a couple of seconds. You're not really gonna be able to talk to him. Just to be there with him, getting his autograph, shaking his hand, telling him thank you. It was just amazing. And I didn't cry because it was the moment where I was going into the photo. Because I said, man, I'm a person that I cry and my cry is ugly. So I'm like, I do not want to go in the photo and have me crying, even though that probably would have been something viral for the internet, and they probably would have loved that grown man crying for Mark Hamill. But yeah, I got a little bit emotional, and then I had to set myself up because the photo was coming up. I'm also selling some this weekend. Must be in the air. Yeah, it's I think I don't want to I don't want people to get away from Funko because you got to collect what you like. So I'm not trying to, excuse my language, shit on people that like Funko. No, Funko is good. I think as how we get older, we learn or we appreciate other things, right? Think about, I'm gonna put it in food terms, right? Because your big boy loves food. You're not eating just chicken nuggets and fries anymore. You're elevating your food, your palate to other things, right? Your boy is eating like roasted duck now, something different. So that's the thing too with collecting. Is not saying Funko is good for collectors, and I know there's still a lot of Funko collectors out there, and they have tons. Like I did my count and I'm at around 700, almost 700, 600 something. And I was almost at 2000, and a lot of people said, what are you going to do? You're Pop the Bounty Collector. That's your name is Pop. And I said, I'm just Pop. I still have Funkos. If they come out with, fire stuff and not repeat the same silhouettes and just change glitter, glow in the dark, and do something different, I might invest and buy more Funkos. So that's why I don't want to say in social media and you guys, oh, I'm done collecting Funkos because I never know. You never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, right now I see a lot of people just kind of getting rid of either all their Funkos or some of their Funkos and use that money for other things for the collection, like helmets, lightsabers, props, artwork, So it's like you think about the money you put into the Funkos, you're just putting it into something else that your taste changed. Keep an eye out for the Greedo Funko for me. I have a love for green and can't explain. Yeah, the Greedo pop is pretty dope. That would actually be dope. Are you gonna go to ICC Con, Lisi? Because if you get that, the actor that played Greedo is gonna be there, and you could get that sign, the Funko Pop sign in the green marker. That would be fire. That would be fire. What up, Nick? Nick in the house. You want to talk about cons? Let's talk about Nick for a second. Nick is everywhere. Every weekend I see him at a con. I mean, all these voice actors already know Nick. I think every all the voice actors of One Piece already know. I think what they call you, they tell you, they email you, yo, Nick, I'm gonna be at this con, and like this guy's everywhere. Malkif, I know the feeling of wanting everything. When I started with Legos, I got every set now. I'm super selective. Same with Hot Toys. Problem with Hot Toys is they drop too much heat. Yeah, they do, man. Hot Toys is, and that's why I was like, right? Like the moment that I decided to buy my first Hot Toy, they just like, oh, the word must have got out. Yo, Ricky bought his first Hot Toy. Drop all this, and then they just drop. It's crazy. Ricky, what up, Chris? What we drinking today? My cap slapped me, and I completely missed your answer to my question, so now I have to wait for the replay. What's the question? Let me see. Let me go back. You guys are killing in the chat. I appreciate it. And Nsabers, yeah. So yeah, to answer your question real quick, you can watch the replay. I mean, I got the End Saver right here. This is the Mando SC, but yeah, they're very affordable. I mean, they have some for 79, 89, 99. If you're looking for something that is how you say a replica of a hilt from an actual character, they do go up in price. But if you're looking for a lightsaber to, like I said, just to have a lightsaber, and go out there and swing it and wield it and train and record yourself for social media at night with the lights going off. In fact, and sabers do got great lightsabers. And like, I mean, it's the hilts got some weight to it. So it's not like no plastic, Hasbro, Toys R Us aisle kind of lightsaber. So it's pretty dope. So and I'm not just saying that because I'm gonna get thousands of dollars from N Sabers. I'm not even at that level. So, but just having it, and like I said, I always have it here with me because you never know. You never know when it's gonna pop off, and I gotta bring it out. Trade for hat. Trade for hat. Nah, man. This is that 40th anniversary, and I got this actually at Star Wars Celebration, Orlando, because they were celebrating the 40th anniversary of the New Hope. And if you got it, let me see it this way. You got a patch. So I got a patch right there to go with my Rebel T. You got Babes. Babes on the live. Hi, babe. Hello, babe. How you doing? Hopefully you had a good lunch. Them hot toys are crazy. The Deadpool line is crazy right now. Yes. The Deadpool line for Hot Toys is super crazy, so tempting. And I was like, I have to control myself because that's one of the things with me. And let me ask you guys. You guys are asking amazing questions, and I appreciate all 16 you in the chat right now. You guys are killing it. But let me ask you guys, as collectors out there, if you're like me, if I like something like a TV show, an anime, I end up buying things or a movie, I end up buying things. So watching the Deadpool movie and rewatching Deadpool 1 and 2 before watching Deadpool and Wolverine made me want to get a Wolverine. I started watching X-Men 97, finished it finally. I wanted a hot toy and I have like Ricky hold back because I sold all of my Marvel Funko Pops. I have 0 Marvel Funko Pops. I sold all of them because, the Marvel TV shows for me weren't hidden on Disney Plus. Some of the movies they brought out weren't hidden. It kind of felt like after the Avengers movies, it just, kind of went down. And now Marvel is coming back up, and Deadpool, I really wanted some of those Hot Toys, but again, I had to pump the brakes. But definitely, George, you you should have a Hot Toy by now. Pastelillos, potato balls, thank you for the food. And moro, oh, not a toro, a moro. My girlfriend corrected me. And moro. Yeah, she right. She right. Tell us the story of your soda being given away because now I'm laughing in my head. All right. So Andrea, okay, Padawan Chronicles, was doing a giveaway. And during her live stream, I was in and out. I don't know if I was either washing clothes or I was cooking. I was adulting, right? So in and out, I was chatting, showing support, and I joined her giveaway, and then I won. I won a Funko soda. I don't remember if it was like a Luke soda, if it was Leia, but I won a Funko soda. Rewatching it because afterwards, um in the group chat, our personal group chat, everybody's laughing. Everybody's making a big joke. They're laughing about the soda that was given away. And then I hope Ricky's not mad. And I'm like, what? So I went back and watched the video. And I guess because I didn't respond at the time, I still entered. So I still should have got the soda. They're like, you know what? Run it again. Since Ricky's not answering, run it again. So she was being influenced by other friends in the chat, and she ran it again, and she gave it to somebody else. So I, before jumping on to this live in the group chat, I told Andrea that I would never forget that. Big popcorn. Sorry, big popcorn fan as well. Said big popcorn. Look at that, man. Hello there. What up, Pop Photography? Patrick, what's going on? Joseph in the building. What's up, bro? What's going on? Joseph was out there with us in Chicago. That was an amazing weekend, man. Amazing. It was great to meet you personally, finally. But man, we got to share that same experience, man, once in a lifetime. What's up, Hyperspace Universe? I love the avatar, the picture right there. Love it. Thank you for joining the live stream. Come to SpaceCon, man. Psst. You know what? I was telling my girlfriend that what I know now, I wish I would have done 15 years ago, right? Imagine there's a guy named I'm probably gonna butcher his Mark Wayne Mains, something Mark something, his last name, and he travels to all the countries and tries all their foods. And he connects with other social media people from that country, and they give him a tour of some of the best spots. He also does US as well, US cities. And he gets paid for that. His job is to provide us with information on travel, food, spots. So when we go to that country, we know where to go. What I would love is imagine if I could get paid as my job to go to all the cons, small and big, that maybe you don't know of and I don't know of, and record and spend time and show you guys the benefits around the city, maybe even give you some hotel tips. If I would have started that many years ago, and it still could happen, that's a dream of mine, right? But it's to go to different cons and share with people that can't go and lead, or maybe they want to go, but they also don't want to take the risk of spending money and not work out. It would be good, and I would give my honest opinion. That would be cool. But to go to SpaceCon right now, I can't. I wish. If you know somebody out there that's trying to fly your boy out, let me know. Corbin, what's going on? Ricky, hello there. The danger with Funko is that they are so cheap that you can buy a whole wave. I cut my Funko drastically to ones I need and still at 200. Yeah. I mean, Funkos are cool. And I think the whole thing with it having a window, that you don't really need to take them out of the box, put them in a nice pop protector. They look dope when they get autographed because I got a lot of my some of my pops that I kept were all my autographs. So I got like 10 actors from The Walking Dead because I was really big into Walking Dead autograph. I got some Power Rangers autograph. I did get Ray Park autograph on the plaque, but my first Darth Maul Funko Pop, I got it signed by Ray Park in 2016 at MegaCon. So Funkos are still cool. It just got you got to be really selective. What exactly are hot toys? Um, hmm, Rary. They are big. I don't even know you would say big action figure, but they are very detailed head scopes, like the head of the actor, like so accurate. Um, I want to say they're like 14-inch tall, but they have a lot of articulations. So think about it of I don't want to say a doll, right? I don't want to say a doll because they're not dolls, right? They're very tall action figures with articulations, accessories, but it's very like kind of screen accurate, right? Because you could get a 14-inch figure from Hasbro, but it's plastic. It's not it's the same basic weapons. The hilt doesn't look that accurate. Like this you're pretty much paying for the details on these tall action figures. That's what I'm gonna call them, tall action figures. Are you elevating from Funko to Hot Toys or Sideshow collectibles? I wouldn't say that. I I still want to get Funkos. There's some that even I think the Funkos that I want are the old ones, right? Some of the new ones right now I'm kind of iffy on. And again, knowing that they don't have so much exclusivity that is just out there. You can find them at Ross, TJ Maxx. I even posted their Funkos in the Dollar Tree now. And the Dollar Tree, they're $5 and one some of them are Funko Shop exclusives. So it's like I think I guess Funko popularity rose, like it went high. And with any company, I guess I don't know if they became greedy, but they did too much. And now it's oversaturated. And when you have so much of something out there, it kind of loses its I don't know, its sauce, you know. So if they scaled back a little bit, come out with different silhouettes, molds, don't use the same molds, and make some exclusivity like with numbers and stickers and cons, I think that will draw me back into Funko. But again, like I said, I'm not killing Funko for my collection. It's just I'm getting rid of some of the stuff that I was just buying because I was trying to be a completionist, and now I'm just keeping the ones that mean the most to me, and then getting rid of the rest, and then only buying stuff that I like from Funko. You're what up, nerd dad in the building? That's what's up. Welcome, Chris. You're what's your next figure, my dude? I'm trying to get that Anakin, you know. That Anakin, I'm on the waiting list. I did get the notification about Padme. So I'm trying to get the Anakin and Padme hot toys just to kind of go with the theme that I'm doing back there, which is episode 2. I know I need to get another glass case or something needs to come out of there, but those are the two things that I kind of focus on next year. Next year is gonna be crazy with Vader coming next year, Darth Revan and Darth Maul. if you think about it, all the Sith, oh, it's gonna be amazing. And they have the red lightsabers that light up. It's just gonna look so great on that glass case. I'm gonna have to get the second glass case, put it next to each other. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Unless they come out with, and I don't think they have, but if they come out with Obi-Wan, have they come out with Obi-Wan? I could be wrong. You guys let me know in the chat. Did they come out with Obi-Wan from episode 2 with that mullet? That would be dope. I want a quality Count Dooku lightsaber. It's my favorite hilt. Yes. And I want to say Tony has one, but I believe his is from Theory Sabers. And that's fire. Yeah, Count Dooku definitely, his lightsaber is one of the tops out there. His hilt. Oh, shilling whiskey. Neat for now. Buddy of mine is moving to DC tomorrow, so we're having a going away party for him tonight. Oh, that's what's up. Party tonight. Let's go. Do the N saber lightsabers make noise? Oh, definitely. Definitely make noise. Let's turn this on. Hopefully, let's see. So obviously this one right here is neopixel, so the lights are in the blade, but definitely the N saber lightsabers have noise. They have over 22 different characters and sounds. They have over 12 lights. So definitely you're gonna get, if you're looking for the lower range, like the base lit, you're gonna have like 12 colors, 22 different sounds, and I want to say the ignition sounds as well. It's either 12. So you're gonna get um different options for the money that you spend. You're what up? Tiara's in the building. Happy birthday. I believe her birthday was yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. I'm an old man. I can't remember. I know it was recent, but happy birthday to you. You're gonna become a channel member. Let's go. Thank you, Will, for the channel member. Let's go. Being a channel member for a month. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got 2 Yavins medals, 40th lanyards. Yes, the Lavin. Yes, I remember that. I do have that one as well. So, being a rookies that we were, we bought only 2 days for Star Wars Celebration. So I have a basic, no, I have the lanyard that had all the pins designs on it, and it came with a ray. So I have one of my badges on there, and then the other one is the Yavin. So that's pretty dope. What up? It's Boosie. What's going on, Ricky? Watching your soda giveaway live is a classic. Oh, it was a classic moment. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I wouldn't do that to Ricky. No, you would not. No, you would not. I laughed and revealing this. Oh my god. You were at work. Oh, okay, that's what it was. See, I was doing something. I wasn't just home not paying attention to Andrea. Giveaway. I was doing something. I have Deadpool 1 hot toy going hunting next month at LA Comic Con for Dead 2 and 3 hot toys. Maybe the Wolverine. Woo! That's money right there. I don't see any N Sabers for 79. The cheapest is 99. So sometimes N Sabers, they do have lightsabers for 79, but it's on sale. So you have to look at the moments. My apologies. You have to look at the moments when they go on sale and their websites. So usually the 99s would drop down to 79. But yes, 99 is kind of like the basic. And then they have some for 79 when they go on sale. I love the vision, bro. I can see for sure you doing that. Let's talk into existence until it manifests itself. That's how I found your channel actually was one of your con videos. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. That would be great because I love going to cons and I would love to share it with everybody out there. They can't unfortunately go, or like I said, they want to go, but they're not sure. They don't have money to spend like that and just waste it. So if I'm able to provide anybody with any information, is great. But I appreciate that. The hot toys 1 to 6 scales articulation statue with a super accurate detail. There you go. There you go, Patrick. What is your most favorite Funko Pop that you own and means the most to you? Um, so my favorite Funko Pop, actually, you know what? Since you asked that question, I'm gonna be right back. Let me go ahead and get that right now. All right, your boy is back. So my favorite Funko Pop, it is not even a Star Wars pop. It is the White Ranger glow in the dark San Diego Comic Con. And you can see it is autographed by Jason David Frank, White Ranger. And then I believe this is limited to 480 or 408. Let me double check. 480. This is from 2013. So you see his autographed up here too as well. So this is actually a good story. Um, Besides Star Wars, I'm a big Power Rangers fan, and I also love Batman. So those are kind of like, I guess I always tell everybody like my three. If you want to add a fourth, it would be Dragon Ball. Right. So I kind of those are my what I collect, I guess you could say. Right. So Power Rangers, I think I was like maybe 11 when Power Rangers came out and when they announced this was MegaCon 2016, they announced that Jason David Frank was going to be there. I'm like, yo, I gotta meet the Green Ranger, White Ranger, my favorite Ranger. I gotta meet him. I gotta get an autograph. So, um, this right here, I wanted it to be signed right here in the glass. And Jason, if you ever got an autograph or got to meet Jason David Frank, he was very animated. Like he always loved talking to his fans, the crowd. He would never leave a convention until everybody got signed. Like that was one of his things. I've seen so many videos of them actually cleaning the con. The lights are almost all off, and there's still people waiting in line to get his autograph. So when I gave him my pop and I wanted to talk to him, he kind of grabbed my pop and just automatically started signing. And I was like, "No, no, I don't want it there. If you see the reason why, you barely could see it. I didn't want it on the top of the White Ranger. I wanted it on the glass." So what he did was he signed here on the top, and then he gave me a card with his signature as well. And then on top of that, he we end up taking a photo together. So it means a lot because this was my first San Diego Comic Con pop ever. This was again numbered, so it's very limited. And then just simple fact that now it means even more because he passed away. So, but yeah, this is my prized possession when it comes to Funko. You're a comic book guy, Ricky? I wouldn't say a huge comic book guy. Um, I got comic books back in the day, X-Men, comic books was like kind of like the biggest that I was into. But it was more of I was a card collector. So big into collecting comic cards. So I got a lot of X-Men comic cards, like the Ultra foil and all that stuff. But for comic books, I really was on and off, not really like collecting a lot. It wasn't until they did Power Ranger comics that I got into comics, going to Coliseum Comics, getting a box at the comic shop to make sure that I get all the variants. And then I kind of stopped because it was like starting to pile up. And I'm like, where am I going to keep these comics? In boxes. So it's like I need to stop because I was even venturing into getting graded comics, and then I saw how much it costs to get certain comics graded and the waiting game and waiting for it to come back to see what it is. And I was like, not really into it. I did pick up the comics that were exclusive to Mark Hamill at Fan Expo, but as for collecting comics, I'm not really into it. What I am into is more of like the variants and like the covers if it's dope art because I love. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a saber telling me that it's going off. Okay. I'm into artwork. So if the cover gets me, I'll get it. But as for me going every week and reading the stories, no. Pop goes the weasel. Hello there. What's going on? Look into CCF lightsabers, bro. Game changer to those figures. They haven't released that Obi-Wan yet. Oh, yes. CCF lightsabers. I definitely got to check that out. Thank you. I know if you want to talk about lightsabers, go check out this guy right here, the nerd dad. His case, his glass case behind him, beautiful. But yeah, they haven't released that Obi-Wan. Okay, good. Because I want that mullet Obi-Wan. And of course, you got to put Obi-Wan fighting Django. That would be amazing. I'm very excited for the merge that is coming to the new Mando movie in 2026. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens. I mean, that I don't even know what you would call it. It was not even a trailer. It was like a little snip of the movie. And I was like, wow, they had all that already. And it looked really good. It looked really, I mean, just seeing snowtroopers again. Come on. It gave you that old feeling, like that OT feeling. So I think that was the part that we loved the most of Mando. Everybody, everybody says that season 3 wasn't the best, and to me, I felt like season 3 was, the Bo-Katan show. It was more about her than anything else. Just kinda like how people felt about the Book of Boba, how it was Mando 2.0 or something like that, or 1.0 or 1.5 or whatever. That's the same way I felt about Mando season 3. It was more about Bo-Katan. So, but I'm glad they kind of go. It seems like it's going back to the focus of just Mando and Grogu. So I can't wait. Liz, hello. Hi, I'm new to the channel. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live stream. Hopefully, you're having a great Friday. Obi-Wan episode 1 and 2 were never touched by Hot Toys. Ooh. That might be tempting too. An Obi-Wan from episode 1? Bro, that Padawan braid? Man. Episode 1 is again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I sure love the prequels. And everybody's gonna go to Revenge of the Sith. Don't get me wrong. Revenge of the Sith is an amazing movie. And but I know people don't like the pod racing. They didn't like young Anakin's acting. Obviously, Jar Jar rubbed people the wrong way. But man, Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul, that fighting scene, amazing. Wow, the White Ranger Funko Pop, that's fire. Thank you. I appreciate that. My dude, thank you. May just need to send you over some of my hilts for you to review. Hey man, I'll take it, man. I any content right now I'll take, to review. I just love reviewing and giving people it's weird that I'm doing this, to be honest with you guys. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I'm gonna be live, even though I'm not talking to thousands of people. I'm talking 11 people are watching me right now. It's just weird that I'm online because literally all I would do after work is go on YouTube. I think I'm on more on YouTube. That's why I don't have cable. I don't have cable. I have Netflix, Max, Disney Plus. I pay for internet, and it's just YouTube because you get the content that you want, and you're not gonna be. Nobody's gonna force something down your throat or convince you to get something that you don't want. Like any big purchases from a phone to a camera to mic, whatever it is, I always would go on YouTube and watch unboxing reviews and hear people's opinions and pros and cons. Because again, nobody got money to be spending like that and taking risk. I need to see where my investment, my money is going to. Now that I'm on the other side, to be able to buy things and share them with you guys and give you my point of view is great. Now, you could take my point of view, or you could be, be like, this guy doesn't really know anything, but at least I'm just sharing what my experience is, and then it might get somebody to purchase that same item. So I think that's great. Uh-oh. Goku or Vegeta? I'm a big Vegeta fan. So I don't know. Goku, what can I say about Goku? I guess I didn't really connect with Goku's cheesiness. All he wants to do is eat and train. I like bad guys, so of course when Vegeta showed up, he was bad in the beginning, and just that that mentality that Vegeta's always training hard to beat Goku is just crazy. But yeah, I like Goku over. I mean Vegeta over Goku, definitely. Before I go into any other questions, I did have some questions. I don't want to ignore the people that actually put questions down on my post. So, actually, one of the questions on here on the post was from Malkif. Lego Star Wars set wish list for next year. Definitely the Death Star. 100%. If we could have the Death Star, um some shape or form. I mean, I know they came out with like a miniature free gift for purchase. I think that was like last year or maybe 2 years ago. But I'm talking about like a Death Star set with at least the minimum 10 minifigs. That would definitely be on my wish list. Um I know I saw some rumor, and I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed. But when you buy Jabba's barge this year, you're gonna get a free gift for purchase Luke lightsaber hilt. I think that would be cool for them to continue. I don't know, I haven't seen it, but if they could do Lego hilts, but like the actual size of a hilt, it would be nice. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not 100% no, I know everything about Lego, but if they could do like Anakin episode 3, Anakin episode 2, like hilts and build them, I would love those. So those would be kind of like a couple things on my list. Lightsaber hilts. And then what else? What else would be for my list for Lego for next year? I think that it is a rumor, but I would like the Naboo fighter. So the Naboo fighter would be dope for from episode 1 would be dope as release for next year. A good size. We're not talking about miniature size, but a good size. And then I had one from Blades of Merrick. What introduced you into Star Wars? So my what got me into Star Wars was a commercial. So they used to do reruns back in the day of the OT, like, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. They usually used to show them on TNT, TBS, and I would, watch in and out. Like I wasn't really into it. I kind of knew already, like the whole, because everybody used to say, Luke, Luke, I'm your father, like Darth Vader and all that stuff. I didn't know that Luke and Leia were brother and sister because, like I said, I didn't really watch the movies. It wasn't until '97 when George Lucas brought back all the movies to the movie theaters, and obviously he added more special effects, more things like extra scenes that he wanted to do, but he couldn't do back in the days because now he has the technology, right? So I told my uncle, hey, because he was my uncle Artie, he was the one that always like wanted to go to movies with me, and we will go to the movies and stuff during the summer. I'm like, yo, I really want to see the Star Wars. And my uncle was like, I got that. And I'm like, oh man, no, I want to see in the movie theaters. I want to see the one in the movie theaters. They showing the commercials all the time. He's like, don't worry, I got that. So he goes to his room and brings out three VHS tapes. And it's the original trilogy in the old case. Um, and we spent the whole weekend watching it, and I watched finally for the first time Star Wars: New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and The Return of the Jedi complete. And I just, oh, I fell in love with the story. And I couldn't believe that this came out in 1977. Like, again, this was 97. So, yes, technology has changed, but just to think about all the special effects that they did even in 77, even though it was like props and models and all that stuff, it just looked amazing. And then 2 years finding out that they're doing episode 1, and then I happened to get hired 2 weeks before episode 1 dropped in the movie theaters at AMC. I watched episode 1 over 40 times just working there, because I got to go to the movies for free. So that kinda, like, sealed the deal. It was like watching it with my uncle and then actually experiencing episode 1 in the movie theaters was like, boom, I'm a Star Wars fan. I know you traveled around to Comic Cons, but have you ever been to a Lego convention? No, and that was from Static Studios. No, I have not been to a Lego convention. It would be dope. It would be dope. I know they had one here in Kissimmee or Orlando, and I don't know if it was my schedule. I just couldn't go. But it would definitely. I'd seen Lego conventions on, and obviously Instagram and my stories, and they look dope. Like some of the things that they create is just crazy. I think the coolest thing that I saw that was at a Lego convention was somebody built the whole like pod racing scene, but with actual like size, not like life size, but big size pod racers, and they had like a motor, so they were moving, and I thought that was dope. So I definitely would love to go to a Lego convention. It's Moosey asks, I really want to know how the autograph slash photo sessions queue in the past Star Wars celebrations, and how can we? I don't know why it doesn't show. And how can we? I don't know why it's not showing. I'm assuming. Oh, there we go. How can we prepared for it? To be 100% honest with you, um, I never done the photo ops at Star Wars Celebration. The best person to ask that is my boy Tony, aka Star Wars Sith. I'm pretty sure he has that as a sub video in his Star Wars Celebration. So I would definitely check out his videos. I know for like recently, I just started doing photo ops again at MegaCon. I didn't do the photo op. No, I did with Hayden, MegaCon, and then obviously Fan Expo. So the photo ops you could pay once they become available for those cons. Jump on it, because if it's a very popular person, those photo ops are gonna sell out, especially like a Saturday. It seems like Saturday sells out the first before anything else because some people work Friday, and then some people don't go to cons on Sundays because they got to go to work the next day before. But Saturdays, for some reason, that what I've noticed, Saturdays sell out like this. So if it's a very popular character, especially Star Wars, like Hayden, Ewan, um, if Mark goes or anything like that, like those were gonna sell out really quick. As far as the queue, that you get a set time. So it's not like you're gonna be standing in a line all day, but it depends. Like, for Mark Hamill's photo op, that went quick, but I was also VIP. So VIP does help. If you are able to obtain VIP, the line goes quicker than the normal line. But they actually move through the photos pretty quick. Sometimes what ends up happening is kind of like the conflict of scheduling. You could have Mark Hamill do autographs at 3, but he has photos at 5, and they tried to do autographs for you to come in autographs at 3, 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, 4, 4:15. So they're different groups and different lines, and as they go through, but sometimes like it can overlap, which puts a delay on the photos. So for Hayden, when we went to go do Hayden's photo, no, autograph, sorry, um, it was delayed because obviously he was doing photos before, and it kind of pushed everything, and we were in the line for like 2 hours for autograph. So it kind of really depends. The best strategy to do is don't do everything at once. If you could do an autograph on Friday, a photo op on Saturday, another autograph on Sunday, maybe a different photo op on Friday, like depending on how many days, if and how many days the actor or actress or voice actor is there, it depends. But the best strategy, if they're there multiple days, try to spread it out and do different days, because it's going to be too much to put, especially if they're huge. Like a Hayden Christensen is huge, especially Mark. That would be somebody that's huge. So their lines are going to be long. And if you're trying to do that in the same day, you're going to waste your whole day at the con just doing that. So those are some of the questions that I got prior to. Now let's go. Let's see where I was at. And your opinions on Star Wars Outlaws. So I can't really truly give an opinion. All I could do is I agree with some of the people that especially Tony, like, to put 4 hours of your time in something, like, time is very precious. And I take that because I got a lot of things to do. Think about adulting, right? You got bills to pay, groceries to purchase, clothes to wash, gotta cook or pick up food, gotta wash your pet, take your pet to the vet, like pick up your kids. Like there's so many things you gotta do. And for them to now fix this problem, which should have been fixed, like this is the reason why you test things out. And I get it, don't get me wrong. This is not the first game ever to experience this, but there's always been updates, but you could still save your game to play 4 hours or plus. Like Tony paid for 4 hours. I'm pretty sure there's people that played for 10 hours. They took out the whole week because Tony has to go to work too. And to say, guess what, bud? You got to update it and start a new one. That's not gonna rub everybody the right way. So to me, I was kind of glad that I wait. Um, I'm probably gonna wait until it goes on sale, because to pay, 90, 110, even $60 for a game, and it might need multiple updates, I'll just wait. The game, it wasn't a game like Fallen Order, right? When we saw Fallen Order when it first came out, it was like, wow, I need that game. This wasn't a game like that. Yes, it's open world, and the cut scenes that they showed us in the commercial looks good. So I don't want to talk bad about the game. I just know that seeing other people's experience, it kind of made me glad that I didn't get it. I wouldn't say I won't get it, but I don't remember, Fallen Order having any problems like this on day one, that I can remember. So, but that's all I could base it off of because I don't have the game. My question is, what is 6 divided by 3? You suck. You're gonna come up for a Phillies Mets game next season. I'll put you up, and we got the best cheesesteaks. Oh, yeah, man. I gotta go out there, man. I've never been to Philadelphia. So definitely. And then I again, I'm a foodie. Hello. Look at me. I'm a foodie. I knowing you, Chris, you gotta know the best cheesesteaks spots out there. Axe Wolves or Bo Katan show. Yeah, pretty much. That's and that was their show. If you get the chance, flex that Mark Hamill comic. Haha, we love you, bro. Oh, definitely. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Let's see what I got here. All right. So the first one that I want to show you guys, let me go ahead and close this out, is the Mark Hamill Virgin cover that I got. And this was actually a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. It is certified authenticity 200 number 246 out of 500 right here. So I just thought this is just a badass cover, man. Am I going to open it to read it? No. Would I love to get this signed? Yes. Will I get it signed? Probably not because I already spent too much money. But this is definitely a dope comic right here. These were the two that I said they were exclusives. So this is like the foil. You see that little foil right there? Definitely love him as the Joker in the animated series. So this was exclusive to Fan Expo. You see it right there. So we picked this up quick. They were 25 a piece. So yeah, I had to pick this one up. And then him dancing with Harley Quinn. Come on. And you guys know how I feel. Like I said, I'm a Batman fan. So these are the comics right here. And then being a VIP, I don't think these are worth anything, but we got in our bags Venom with Doctor Doom. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then this was a comic, but it was blind, meaning like you had to open up the package to see what comic you got. But I got Detective Comics and I got this Batman, which I thought that's pretty dope. So this came out and this match is actually the VIP badge right here. So that was dope. Let's see what else we got here. Where was I? Fuck cable, I got antenna. Let's go. Yo, that's old school right there. Talking about the antenna. Has anybody in this group chat know this chat right now about antennas and moving it and trying to get those channels for free and clicking it? Oh man, that's old school. As Star Wars Sith is the answer 66. Uh, God God V all day. That's facts. I was the same way. Introverted person making content makes me open up. Plus, I can make my merc with the mouth can come out. Yeah, exactly, man. Anybody could do this, bro. Brooke, what's going on? How are you, man? I'm doing good. How are you doing? That's the main question. Is how are you doing? Who is watching TV nowadays besides there's some sports that you like on it? Yeah, that's pretty much what I will be watching. Um, I love college football and I love NFL, so that's the only reason why. And that's why I have my mom's cable password. Yo, shout out to moms, bro. I just enter that password and I can watch the game. That's it. Oh no, don't be. I'm not even gonna spell all of it. Don't be coming out here with the Eagles, bro. Ewok Village is a rumor for Legos, right? You talking about for Lego? Yeah. That would be dope. Man, how many Ewoks minifigs would it be? And will it come with C3PO in the chair? Would it come with Leia? That would be dope. The next thing on my radar are the DVDs of the original trilogy that I have the original theatric. I don't even know how to speak today. Let me drink something. I haven't drank anything. Theatric release versions on them too. Oh yes, I think I have those. And thank you for reminding. Now that I get out of this live, I'm gonna probably check that out. Yeah, because if you go on Disney Plus right now, which we're so used to just going on a stream and just putting it up because it's so accessible. I want the original theatric release. Like I want to see the old school stuff. I don't want to see the special edition or added stuff. I want to go back to 1977. So definitely, thank you for reminding about that. Malkif, Ewok Village is real. I have one not completed. Send me the parts. Uh Your ass had a goofball face on. You're all excited to get the photo up with at MegaCon. Yeah, bro. Of course, man. I'm working ICC, so it's gonna be wild for me to do things, but I'm looking forward to working with them. And y'all in the chat better look into it. Yes, let's go. Which Jags game are you coming to this year? No Jags game. If anything, it would be a Bucks game. But yeah, man, NFL, oof, talking about expensive, man. Imagine you go, and you're not gonna go alone, right? You might go with your partner, your boy, whatever. And even if you just go with your boy and your boy pays his ticket, you pay your ticket, and you want good seats, you're gonna spend over $150, maybe 200, and then go to that game and your team loses, bro. Nah. I usually go to games if there's like a discount or somebody selling it cheap or somebody just gives me the ticket for free. Like I was it last year? I think it was last year. Last year I went to the Monday night game. It was the Bucks versus Saints, and it happened to be one of my coworkers' son is a season ticket holder and couldn't go to the game. So he gave me the tickets free. Monday night game. So I'm gonna play it before I really say anything, but I'm gonna hold cut till it's cheap like as fuck. Not impressed so far. What I've seen. Yeah, yeah, hold out. So I'm almost well let me see the time because Tony goes live in a minute. I don't want to miss his live. I had an antenna until a couple of years ago. What? That's crazy. Doing all right, man. Just a typical Friday. What are we eating? Typical Friday. Friday pizza. What's for dinner? Wash it down. For dinner tonight, believe it or not, is chicken fried rice. So chicken fried rice. That's what I'm making today. You have to use the day old rice, white rice. I already marinated the chicken, so as soon as I'm done with this, I'll probably go start cooking. And then I gotta go. My stepson got is in marching band. It's football season, baby. So I gotta go to the game. We got a game at 7, high school game. So let's see what else. Ricky, it's the Jags. The tickets are not expensive. Oh man. I watched us lose on Monday Night Football last year to the Bengals backup quarterback. It's cold and miserable. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for the awesome questions, man. I don't know. I think I might want to do this again. Just talk with you guys. You guys again inspire me, and I just love all your answers and just chilling with you guys. So be on the lookout. Might do another Q&A or just come up with some other topic that we could just talk about as collectors. before I go. Hashtag adobo. That's what I'm talking about. Seasoning. And Daisy, how do you marinate the chicken? Oh, so before I go, the way I marinate, so I make sofrito. So sofrito is like a mixture in a blender, kind of like a marinating sauce, but it's red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, onions, garlic, salt, and a little bit of oil. Blend that all up, and then that's how I marinate my chicken. I take the chicken, cut it into a little bit of pieces, put a little bit of salt in it, not too much because obviously the adobo has some salt in it as well, and then just let it marinate for 24 hours in the refrigerator, so you get that nice, flavor to it. But thank you, good question. Rock and roll, Ricky. Have a good night. Everybody out there, have a good night. Thank you guys so much. And if you watching this and the replay, thank you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. More videos coming out soon. Peace.